a new line of jewelry. How nice is it to have a reason to call your customers? Do y'all get that? You know, we get to call our customers and say, hey, I got some new stuff I want to show you. And it's so exciting that we deal with fashion, because fashion's always changing. You know, the clothes that you had 3 years ago, a lot of it ain't gonna work anymore. You're gonna have to buy new clothes. When you have new clothes, you need new jewelry. So that's a great thing. And also, it's important to know with fashion that you are as fashionable as you feel. It really doesn't have anything to do with how you look. It's a personality, it's a feeling that you have, and it's something that you can create. So if any of y'all feel like, I don't know what to do, I don't know how to look fashionable, I'm gonna show you some simple tricks that we call our style show, and it's where we get to use simple clothes that we all have to look a little bit, a little bit more dressed up. And I always say this in my shows because it's important. I say, God has made you perfect. We just don't want to see you naked. So put some clothes on, and definitely please let's put some jewelry on. So I have a couple of pieces here, and I'm going to do a silver and a gold look. Can y'all see over there? Is this in the way? I'm going to move this real quick. So I'm going to, when I have my little jewelry shows, I like to do a couple of looks. I definitely always have a silver and a gold look. And the reason being is because that pretty much works with everybody. And you always want to talk about feature and benefits. So here we have, how many of y'all like Belize necklace? Who sells Belize? I like Blink and Belize gets sold. Who's that one? Do you know what I love about Belize that I tell my customers is Premier thinks of everything. Not only is it versatile, but how many of y'all have been in the business and have realized that in the heat of summer, your necklace sales go down? People say, I don't want to wear that, it's so hot. And I sell a lot more bracelets during the summertime. And I said, well, there's necklaces that if you invest in, they actually carry you throughout the whole year. So you have Belize in the wintertime, you want to wear it in its full glory. And then as springtime comes along, you can take off the gold chains and you have a lighter version of it. And then in the heat of summer, when you don't want to wear your cardigan and you're just walking around in a t-shirt, you have one necklace that can take you all the way throughout the whole year. So do you see the benefit of that? And when you talk about this with your customers, you want to let them know that they're investing in something that they can wear all year round. And I often say in my jewelry shows that if I have a necklace that is $40 and I teach you 4 different ways to wear it, then you have, it's a $10 wear for a necklace. So I'm going to go over a couple of things. How many of y'all have heard about this style show? And you've been a little wondered? So the first thing I do not want you to do is, obviously y'all have women's clothes. I had to go out and buy women's clothes. I didn't have women's clothes. So y'all save a lot more money than me. I don't want you to go too crazy. I want you to get clothes that are kind of normal clothes because you want your customers to think of clothes that they have in their closet that they then have, they can naturally put jewelry on. See, if I was to go out to a boutique and get a really fancy shirt that looked really good with Belize, then what is she going to say? The focus is going to be on the clothes, not on the jewelry. So honestly, I know a lot of us like to go to TJ Maxx and get the frilly, fancy stuff for our jewelry shows, but stick with things that are really basic that every woman can identify with. So I like to do grays. Every now and then in the summertime, I'll pull a colored piece. So what you do is, you start off with your mannequin, or if you use yourself with just a basic t-shirt. And you're legal. How many of y'all wear just your t-shirt? Do y'all do this? Okay, y'all, there's so much more that you could be doing. I know you're legal. You got your hoo-has covered and you got your other thing covered. But there's something about putting on the second piece. And isn't it funny how just by putting on the second piece, doesn't my mannequin just already look a little bit better? Yes. It's kind of exciting. It looks a little nicer. And then, when you put on your jewelry, it just really pops. Y'all see that? And y'all, how many of y'all do this at your show where you really show, the difference? Good. Here you go. Where are you at? You got one right here for you. Okay, there you go.
Rocks for you.
Watch out, one of them has rocks in it. And then what I like to do with my gold line is, how many of y'all like to add bracelets? Oh my goodness, how great are these bracelets? Superb. This is a look that I love to do. I love to add superb to everything. And then I also really like to add Stop the Madness. And do you know why they call it, how many of y'all know the reason why they call it Stop the Madness? Do y'all know with the bangles? These have a great little tie on them, so that whether you're a little petite girl, or if you're, not so petite, I guess, it's a bracelet that fits everybody. And, of course you can add some fun little earrings to it. These are the new ones called Fan Club. How many of y'all love the Fan Club? Isn't that great? Earrings are such an easy way that you get to add, a little extra to the ticket, just to let you know. And an easy way is always talk about a clip it. That's an exciting part with the fashion. And, the great thing about the clip it is, and I'm sure many of y'all know this, is you can take a necklace and go from short to long. Everyone needs to have a clip it here. All right, so this is my gold look, and this is pretty much the look. Now, the one thing you always want to have in your wardrobe is a denim jacket. How many of y'all just rock the denim jacket? Isn't that amazing? Yep. Now, here's the other thing. If you notice what I did is I just pile clothes on top of clothes. How many of y'all waste 1 or 2 minutes trying to undress and dress your mannequin, and you just lose them? Are y'all ever at your jewelry show and you realize you go to do a short change and you just lose them? Do y'all ever feel that feeling? Let me tell you something. You just pile clothes on. Pretend like your mannequin's Punky Brewster. Because do you see that? Do you see the old clothes I had on it? Yeah, and you don't lose them. You just keep on going. And the other thing I like to do is I like to tell a couple of my when I'm at my jewelry shows a little style tip. And the style tip is, do you want to look about 10 pounds lighter in the waist? So what you do is, it's called column of color. And you notice I have the white t-shirt already prepped? So your jewelry show should always just be rolling on. Have your mannequin prepped, pile all the clothes on, and then take off all the clothes. And here's a hashtag that I always love to tell them, because we love our hashtags, is not done. Because you're not done until you put your jewelry on. So, and I always say this in my jewelry shows, how many of y'all just wear a t-shirt like this? Who just wears a tank top during the summertime? Y'all? Okay. I guess, like I said, I always say, I guess you're legal, but don't stop there. When you put a light color in the middle, and you have a darker color on the outside, do you see how your eye focuses down the center? And that immediately takes 10 pounds off, which is amazing. And then what I like to do with my silver look. Now, who's gold and who's silver? Because I always find there's either more gold people in a room or more silver people in there. All the silver people? Raise your hand. Okay, let's see. I got something. Hey, you want a little mini purse? There you go. Perfect. Oh, here you go. Oh, your hand. Sorry. So we're the silver. Good. Who's the gold? Okay. Y'all do realize that we're gonna have to embrace the gold. How many of y'all have noticed that the gold is more and more and more? Yeah. So I like rose gold. So you just have to love the gold. It's in the season right now. Say what? Oh, both. Well, obviously, both is both works too. Okay. So that's a good one. I didn't even say it like that. So how many of y'all love London Fog? This is love. I sell it all the time, and you know what the thing is? I love to give the feature and the benefit. So London Fog, you can go from short to long, and I explain this in my jewelry show. And the other thing is that Premier thinks of. Do you know how London Fog has all these tassels? Well, you know what is very popular right now? Tassels. How many pearl suede? Pearl suede, isn't that? Who loves it? But you know what's not going to be popular in about 2 years? Tassels. So how about Premier thinks of everything, and you just take the tassels off, and you build value in your product that they're not buying a one-hit wonder. Oh. They're not. They're actually buying a piece of jewelry, and of course you let them know that they're not passing it on to their grandkids, and that explains the golden guarantee and everything. But here's a great look. You take. I didn't realize I even tried to make a joke. You take, how many of y'all love this, the bracelet? But grab a bracelet, and this creates instant style. And I love to show starlet. So, sometimes you feel like a bling, and sometimes you don't. Isn't that great? I love this piece. And I'll even add that it's a wrap, and I'll create a whole look and start adding my little Durango earrings. How cool is that? So I'm trying to look at that timer. I've been talking on this. Oh my goodness. I have 3 minutes left. All right, let me go through this real quick. So this is my... I was really scared I was going to be done in 5 minutes. Okay, so this is my little fashion show that I do, and I always talk about the power of the second piece, which is the article of clothing, and I always talk about the third piece, which is the jewelry, and I build value with that. And like I said, y'all, when you start embracing the style show, don't go crazy and buy these most gorgeous pieces of clothing. Stick to things that everybody has in their closet, so the natural progression is the only thing they're missing is the jewelry. The last thing that I have that I say about our business that I love, that's very exciting, is we're Amazon proof. You are not going to be at the end of at a jewelry show going looking for it on Amazon. It ain't going to happen. But I tell you what, if I'm at a party where somebody sells lotion, I'll be like, oh, I can't remember what it was, but I remember the lotion was some lady's name from the 50s or whatever. I'll just buy it on Amazon. So our business is Amazon proof, and here's the key. Just focus on having fun. We get to be the only premier they'll ever probably meet for about an hour. We get to love on them. We get to honor them. We get to tell them that God made you perfect. Just don't want to see you naked. Put some jewelry on, put some clothes on. We get to bring that laugh to our friends and to strangers. And, like what Rhonda said is, they'll look in the catalog, they'll realize we're a Christian company, and they'll put this little connection like, well, they have such a fun life, they have such a great life. What is that? What do they have that I don't have? And then, it will just start to push them in the direction like, oh, it could be premier, or it could be that we're based on biblical principles. But so just be that light and have that fun and be that excitement. And I think I am 1 minute down. And here I was scared that I got some more. Let me get rid of these real quick. Over there, and all the way over there.
Which one got the run?